Hello guys, how are you doing? Let me trust you're doing good. Welcome once again to this video. It has been a while. Today we are going to learn about the BIOS, and we shall start from the definition of a BIOS. We like to know what is a BIOS. Then later I'll show you how to get the BIOS firmware from online when you want to program a BIOS. So first of all, we need to start with the definition of a BIOS. Yes, I know some of you might have heard about the BIOS before, yet you have no idea what is it actually. A BIOS, in full, it means a basic input-output system. Yes, this is a type of system software which is pre-installed inside the laptop motherboard. Yes, apart from operating system which we normally install on the SSD on the our hard disk, this BIOS system, this is the firmware within the BIOS. It is pre-installed within the motherboard, meaning inside the motherboard we have a chip. There's a chip called BIOS chip, whereby that firmware is installed inside it, and that firmware it is installed. It is stored in form of a flash. So meaning we are able to flash it out whenever it is corrupted and installed a new software. So I'm not going to show you how to flash it off right now, but I'm going to educate us on where to get the firmware or the file itself. So we said this is the BIOS is a firmware pre-installed within the laptop motherboard, and the main role of this firmware is to initialize the hardware during the startup. Yes, again, this firmware within the BIOS chip loads the operating system, and in addition, it also manages the data flow between the operating system and the hardware devices, and allows the user to set the boot order and so on and so on. So actually, this BIOS has so many role within the laptop motherboard. Yes, it does so many things, including what? Including loading the operating system into your system, into the computer system. So I'm going to show you what is the chip. Inside we are going to use these motherboards as the examples. I'm going to show you that chip of BIOS, how it looks like. Yes, for this one, we can locate it here. Yes, this chip here found near it's not far from the CPU. Yes, this chip. It is squared in shape. It has 8 pins, 4 from each side. Yes, it is dual inline IC. Yes, as you can see, this other side has 4 pins, and this side has 4 pins. And here at the top, I don't know what I can use to point it for you. So let me use this screwdriver. Yes, at this corner, you can see it has a dot. Yes, that dot meaning from there we have pin number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, you count from where there's a dot, then you go anti-clockwise. That's how you identify the pins of an IC. So for this one, you have pin number 1 here. The BIOS chip, you could find like this one. This is a normal chip. This is a normal chip. We call it a normal chip. Then apart from that, we have like 3 types. We have this one, which is normal, and we might have for different capacities. For example, this one, the capacity for this is 25Q. This second line, it is written 25Q, 128. Yes, so it means the size of this is 128 kilobyte. Yes, and almost each and every motherboard has at least one BIOS chip, and mostly are the 2 chips. We have the main chip, this one, and probably in case you have another chip, yes, here it is. Here is another chip. This one is smaller than the other one. For example, this one is 25Q80. So meaning this one has 80 kilobyte. Yes, there's 80 kilobyte. So that one means it is the smaller chip. I don't see any other. Yes, I don't see any other one. So this motherboard contains the two chips, the main and the ROM chip. What about this other one? This other one contain a different chip. Yeah, this is a big 256 chip. Yes, this is 256 kilobyte, which equivalent to 32 MB. 32 MB capacity of this is 32 MB. We have this chip. Then I think this one too should have two chips or three. Yes, and here at the back still, I have another chip here. I have another chip here. This is another chip which is 128, which is half of the other one. So meaning that 256 is the main, and this one is the ROM of it. Then you have another one extra here. So anyway, I don't want to go into details about identification of the BIOS chip, but um, this video is about showing you where to get the BIOS files. When you want to program these files, you know, these chips can be programmed. You can flash the content inside it. This chip is just a container. Yes, it's just a container which carries the software. So that software within inside this chip can be flashed off, and then you can program a new one. Yes, when it is corrupted, maybe it's failing to boot, or it has the bus password which you forget the password. You can flash it off, and you will be able to get your bus back. If your laptop fails to boot, maybe no display, not loading operating system. Maybe there's some issues like no touch pads, not touching the keyboard is not responding well. And I am not saying whenever you have an issue with the keyboard, it will be about the BIOS. No, some other reasons, some other problems like no keyboard not responding or touch not responding. It could be an issue with BIOS, but not necessarily. But what I know for sure, most cases whereby your laptop fails to boot or your laptop fails to load operating system, it's because the firmware within your BIOS chip is corrupted. So you need to flash it off and install new one or write in a new firmware. So I'm going to show you where to get those files. Then in my later videos, I'll be showing you how to program them. So first of all, we've identified the BIOS chip, and we need to know the main chip is what is programmed here. Yes, whenever you have an issue, first start with the main chip. You start by programming the main chip, then the smaller one can be programmed by the main one. So to access the files, to access the BIOS files from online or from whichever site I'm going to show you, first of all, you need to identify the motherboard part number. Yes, you download the file by considering the motherboard part number, not the model of your laptop. Yes, some of you might be experiencing an issue with the BIOS, not because they don't know where to get the files, but because they normally download the files by searching the model of the laptop. No, do not look for the model of a laptop. Rather, look for the model of the motherboard, because the file you're looking at, the folder, the file you're trying to download, it should be able to control other firmwares, should be able to function within that motherboard. Yes, it's like you're doing organ transplant. Is it organ transplant? No, no, no. Maybe it's something like blood transfusion. Yes, you cannot transfuse blood of a different rhesus factor or what, something like that. Same case with the BIOS file. Yes, when you want to download a file, please consider downloading it according to the motherboard batch number. Each and every motherboard, each and every laptop motherboard, or even the computer motherboard, has what's called the patch number. That is the patch number of that motherboard, and that is what we use to locate. That's what we use to locate the file. Yes, you use the motherboard part number, not the laptop model number or whichever, or serial number or whatever. I don't know, but use the motherboard batch number. As you can see, this one here, I'm going to read it for you. Yes, The batch number for this motherboard is written here. This is Camellia Ivan 6050 A31 36 201 Ivan MB. That's for motherboard Ivan A01 in bracket A1. Yes, that's what we are using. Let me just bring it a little bit closer for you. Let me just bring it this way. You can see this one. It's written Camellia 6050 A31 36 201 MB A01. Yes, when you type that part number, it will just the BIOS file will just pop up. You can use that part number to look for the BIOS file. You can use the part number to look for the board view. Yes, when you want to download a board view file for this motherboard, you use that part number too. Again, you could use that part number to download for the schematic. Yes, when you want a schematic for this motherboard, you use the part number to download it. What about this other one? Let's see the part number for this. Yes, each and every motherboard contains the batch number. Yes, there is no laptop motherboard which has no batch number. Be it the MacBook, be it the gaming laptop, whichever the laptop you're using. For example, this is Lenovo. So the batch number is ET481NM Ivan B471 Ref 1.0. Yes, in fact, even those dates matters a lot. Yes, whenever you are searching for the batch number, when you are typing for the batch number. Sorry guys, yes, let me just put it this way. Yes, as you can see that one. ET481NM B471 Rev 1.0. You need to pay attention. The full complete part number. Yes, you might find another motherboard which is written ET481NM B471 Rev 2.0, for example, or 2.1. That one will be different from this. You see, this one is Ref 1.0. Yes, that one matters a lot because inside the chipsets within this motherboard, it will be different from Ref 2. So, meaning you should consider also checking the entire batch number of the motherboard. If it is Ref 1.0, that's why with this one, we said this is Camellia 6050 A31 36 201 MB A01. Yes, you might find another one written A02. That would be very different from this. Yes, you might be having Camellia 6050 A31 36 201 MB A02. That will be very big different. Yes, that makes a difference. So you need to use the entire bat number of the motherboard. Once we've known how to identify the batch number of the motherboard, then let's see where to get the files. Getting the files, let me just share my screen here. Let me just share my screen. Yes, this is my screen. Getting the files, you need to come to your Google. Yes, this is the Google. Then here we are going to search for the batch number. I'm just reading the first motherboard we used. Yes, let me show you which motherboard is that I'm talking about. I'm talking about this motherboard. Let's start with this one. We are going to use this. Yes, we are going to start with this batch number of this one. Then we are going to check for the Lenovo. So we'll start from this. So let's locate the BIOS files for this one. First, we say it's Camellia. No need for me to write Camellia, but I'll just start from 6050 A31. So it is 6050 A31. You see, as I am typing it, the number is just popping up. Maybe because I searched it earlier, so it's still within the memory of my computer. As you can see, I don't want even to pick whichever which has popped up here, but I'm just proceeding. I'm just going to continue typing it. 6050 A31 36 201 Ivan MB Ivan As you can see, in fact, you can see this one. It has popped up other things here. Yes, so you need to be careful, Ivan. It was A01. Yes, A01. And now what I'm looking for is the BIOS. I'm not going to click this. You can see this one is a different number. Yes, I'm still using what I just typed. And again, you can see we have this one that has popped up the batch number of a certain motherboard and then BIOS there. And then yeah, this one is a board view. You could find another one written schematic. But what I am looking for is the BIOS. That's why I'm going to add BIOS so that I get what I am searching. BIOS. So I'm looking for the BIOS, not schematic. In case I was looking for schematic, I will have write what? Schematic, schematic, schematic. Or in case I was looking for the board view, still I will have write the board view there. But now I'm looking for the BIOS. So this 6050 A31 MB click there. Now I have clicked it. As you can see, I have now several sites offering the files for this motherboard. So this is the batch number of the motherboard I'm looking for, and I'm looking for the BIOS. The first website is the backups. Yeah, and this is where I really like getting the BIOS from. So this is the backups. There's a free site. You can just create your own account, and then you could be using it. You could log in, and you will be able to download the files whenever you want. At least in the backups, you have to download not more than 75 files a day. Yes. So if you will want to download over 100 files, you will not be able to download all of them. But I've never seen somebody downloading even more than 20 files in a day. Nevertheless, maybe you are selling the files, or I don't know. I don't want to comment on that. Maybe there are some people who download thousands and thousands of files per day. Then you have the backups. This is a free site. You just need to create your own account there. Yes. Then apart from that, we have another account here, another site here called Incase. This also a free site. You can also download from here, or you can get them from the HP support. Yes, you can get them from HP support. Then from there, we have the BIOS archive. There is a BIOS archive. This is a channel which is found inside the Telegram. Yes, you can get them from the Telegram BIOS archive. There's another channel called the BIOS bin. Yes, you can also get there. Apart from this, apart from the Telegram, we also have a site called Finafix. Finafix, this is a paid site. Yes, you can subscribe to this site and you will be getting genuine files from here, from these guys. The reason why I said genuine files here, these free sites, anybody can upload whatever the hell of the file they upload. Some files here you get them already corrupted, or it has some virus, because we don't know where those guys getting their files there. But for this one, for the Finafix, this is now commercial site. Yes, somebody is in business here, so meaning they upload the genuine files. They upload the genuine files. Then apart from that, you have several other sites. We have said about the India Fix. You have Lab1. Lab1 also is a bait site. You have Dr. Bios. Dr. Bios is a bait site. Yes, I don't want to proceed there. So I said this one, we start from the backups. Backups, this is the forum. These are like a forum whereby somebody can ask for a file, and some other person can respond to that person by replying with the file or telling him to do this and do this. Then he'll have several guys asking or requesting for the files. Some are replying, some are uploading. That's it. That's a forum. Yes, that's a forum. We are going to look into it. IndiaFix, this is just a site whereby you just log in and you download the hell of the file. Maybe you can rest, right? When I click the IndiaFix, you can see it's loading. This is the website. Yes, when you just come down here, you just proceed down here, then you will be able to download your file here. You can see, yes, it's having an ad. You just have to play one ad that you'll be able to download. Let's go back a little bit. I don't want to stay there because you can see it's containing some ads and you don't have time to watch the ads. Or you could just go to HP support. But here you need to know the serial number of your laptop so that you can type in the serial number of your laptop, then you download the file from the HP support. Then from there, Telegram still. Here in the Telegram, let me just click it there. Once you are at the Telegram, you can see this is the site. This is the channel which hovers several. You can see we have so many files here, so many files, and here have over 100,000 people subscribers. So what you do here, you just click here search, then you search for the files you're looking for. You search for the model number of your motherboard you're looking for, and then your files just pop up from the list of the files which are already there. Let's go back. Yes, Finafix. I don't have account there, but you can just get one. Dr. BIOS, if you can afford to subscribe for this, you can subscribe. It's very nice, very nice. Yeah. So let's go back to the backups. When you click this one for the backups, let's see the forum there, and let's see exactly what is happening there at the backups. But first of all, you need to create your own account here, because without an account, you cannot access, you will not even be able to download any file from the backups. So you need to be a member uh, so that you'll be able to download the file from this forum. In fact, this forum, yes, this forum whereby anybody, it also has some moderators there. It has some admins. Yes, as you can see, this is my account. Already logged in. I'm already logged in because I have an account. This is KeepFix Lappy Technologies. So as you can see, we search for 840G7. So this one, this is the HP 840G7. You know, I clicked the other one, which is written the BIOS. Now this is the BIOS. This is password. I don't want the password. Yes, just go back a little bit. You can see I was asking for the BIOS. So these are the things related to the 840G7 BIOS. So let's click this one. HP Lightbook 840G7 BIOS. Let me click that one because that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the password. Higher. Can you see here? In fact, you've been told premium supporter 75 downloads per day. Yes, you can upgrade by paying $6 per month. It's the cheapest like that. Now let's see. Here, someone asked, you have this guy called Francis. Francis asked, I need BIOS HP Lightbook 840G7. This is the old BIOS, and he uploaded the BIOS. I don't know why he didn't include the part number for that motherboard, because you could be having a different motherboard for 840G7. So uploaded the old files. This is his old file. Then someone here, someone replied to him, and this is super moderator paste. So this is a moderator for this side. One is one of the moderator. This was just a member. Now, after a member ask, a moderator can reply, try this. And the 16 MB BIOS remains the original. Yes. So meaning this the main. Remember, I told you need to do program the main file. Yes. So this is the main file. This is the main file. So the admin said try this. The 16 MB BIOS remains original. Correct. Yes. You need not to tamper with the original small file. Higher. After I said try this, the AI is a response from the guy, from the member, already flashed the 32 MB BIOS. After flashing it, shows like this. Yes. No, this is good. However, you can see this guy. I don't know. Okay, I don't want to discuss anything more about that. Whenever you program to new file, you need to give it some time to okay, I get it. I get him now. I get him now. This is having an error. Yes, there's an error with this screen. There's an error. Let's just click in. Yes, it is showing endpoint security. Yes, this is something you need. These are biosecurity. These are biosecurity. You need to edit. Yes, this one needs to be edited so that you programmed a foreign firmware into your original board. That's why the other firmwares can respond by giving you this error. But this one has no issue. You can just continue using the laptop the way it is, but there's no any problem. Yes, but some people don't want errors in their computers. That's why they need a clean one. So here, the moderator told him try this. Enter the BIOS and restore the security settings to the default values and restart the laptop. Yes, sometimes those one can help. You can just go into the BIOS menu setup, then you restore the default values. Then you will get to the you will erase that error if you don't want the error. So guys, I don't want to discuss much about this because I believe you've seen. Can you try the other one? Can you try to locate for the so for me, no need even to go back again until let's just use this site. So let's use this other motherboard for the Lenovo. Let's see the Lenovo. Yes, the Lenovo, I am ready. Let's use this part number for this other Lenovo. This one is ET481, ET481 space MM B471, B471. And of course, we have ref 1.0. We have ref 1.0. So let's see whether we can get the file for this. Yes, it has refreshed and boom. We have several guys asking for that. We have several guys asking such the results so that by so let's see what's happening here. We have Deno reply to Lenovo T480 in BIOS. Hi, I have Lenovo T480. Yes, that powers on, off, and can someone post only easy BIOS file, please? The motherboard part number is this. In fact, you can see even the date. It is included. Yes, this one resembles this one. This 2017, then 30th. Yes, correct. Need help. Lenovo bought the 480 BIOS. So let's see now this one. This guy is asking for the BIOS. You can click that BIOS files there so that you can follow this trend. Here's the trend. Yes, and here somebody was asking. Hello everyone. In the past several weeks, I have learned a lot from this forum and comment especially. That's a comment. Anyway, Lenovo BIOS. Thanks. Good job. Look, listen. Anyway, I believe you've learned. Yes, I don't want to talk a lot of stories here. So guys, let me trust you've known where to get the BIOS, how to get them. Now let me just go back a little bit to this one for 840G7. Yes. So let's assume we found this one is good. Yes, for this one it said try this one. How will you access this? What you'll have to do is to download. Yes. When you click the download, then you'll find it here, loading here. You can see this downloading. Yes. Once it is downloaded, you can see this zip. You can extract them. It will go into the downloads. Then from there, let me assume it downloaded. Let's say it was this one for Dell Latitude. I downloaded earlier, that's 23 hours ago. Let's say it was this one. So when I click, as you can see, yeah, you are getting it in the downloads. Yeah, here the downloads. You have to get that file you download. Then you extract that file. You can extract it there. Then once you extract it, you can now program your file. You had a positive response from the forum. Yes, here from the forum, people say it's worked. It's worked. As you can see, it worked. Yes, you only need to go to BIOS setup, then restore the fault into the default. Then you'll get your new file. So once you extract into your folders, once you have them like this one, this is now where you can get it. You can just open your programmer. You can open your programmer. Let's say I had a programmer installed. So I'll just open my programmer here. This is I'm using RT807F, 809F. I just open it. Just give me a few seconds. Yeah, now it's opening. So this is the programmer we use to program the BIOS. Yes, there are several of them, but this is one of them. Yes, you can get several. You can see this detecting latest programmer. Just ignore. It is not detecting the hardware because I don't have. Yes, you can see everything is error, 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 error. I don't know why. Here in demo mode, maybe because I don't have any programmer. Yes, this is just a software. You need the hardware of it. You need the hardware programmer. Yes, here it is. You can cancel this. Cancel the upgrade. You can see. Yeah, you can now. Once you have the hardware, you can. This is where this is the software you can use to program your file. Yes. First of all, you need to smart identify your chip. Once you can see the saying programmer is not connected, it is in demo mode. Yes. So once you've identified, you need to smart identify. Once you've identified, you know if it was original, if it is original chip you're using for that same motherboard you're working on, you need to read the content in that BIOS so that you preserve that file. In case if anything went wrong, you can just program it back and you will get your original file back. Once you've read, you can save it. Once you've saved it, you need to open. When you open now, it will take you to the folders where you saved your downloaded file. Once you get into that folder, you can just double click it and you will load the file into the software programmer. Once it is loaded, you can just click write and the program itself will just start erasing the chip. After that, it will start writing the chip. It will auto verify the chip. Then everything will be okay. Once it is done, you will just remove the chip from the programmer and solder it back into your motherboard, and you will have your new file or your new BIOS program. Guys, let me believe you understood something there. If not, I don't know. Rewatch it again. Yes. If you haven't understood anything after all that long narration I just did, I don't know how you will get help. Yes. I don't know. Maybe you will need prayers. Yes, because there is no shortcut for that. Whatever I explained is everything. No shortcut for that. So if you are not getting anything, please rewatch again and rewatch again until you understood something. Wow. You will excuse my table so that yes, it looks like, but I have passed the content and let me trust you understood. So guys, thank you so much for being patient and I'm really happy that you watched this video and let me hope it will help you. Let me hope it will help you. So guys, in case you still have an issue with your laptop or in case you're stuck somewhere, you're always welcome. You can just contact me. We can make arrangement. Maybe we'll be able to help you to repair your laptop in case you have an issue. Again, we do teach laptop repair course. If you have someone who is interested in learning, you can still contact us. And our next intake, it's around March because already now we don't have any, we are not taking any intake right now until uh, next admission. So guys, thank you so much and please subscribe to this channel, share with your friends and see you in the next video. Goodbye.